What's going on, everyone? Tim Williams here. We are here to break down the early four-game MLB slate over on DraftKings. It is Thursday, June 9th. Four sweet games to talk about here. We got a couple weather games in a positive way. No rain, I think, in this first one, which is great. And then a little bit later on in the afternoon, I'll have a video covering the 5-game MLB slate. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll have both videos out today. And let's just jump right in here. This will be quick. We have the Diamondbacks taking on the Cincinnati Reds. 10 over under here. We have some winds blowing out, which is great to see. You have Davies taking on Molly. Davies 5.5K, 18.4% strikeout rate here, 9% walk rate, which is a tad bit high, 4.92 xFIP. So not really a guy I necessarily want to take in DFS. However, it is a 4-game slate. So they have the fourth worst bullpen in MLB. So that is something to note about the Diamondbacks pitching staff. And then on the other side with Molly, 6.3K, relatively cheaper price tag than what we've seen for him in the past. 24.4% strikeout rate here. The walks are a touch high, 10.7% there, 4.92 xFIP. So kind of similar to Davies there. They have the worst bullpen in the majors here. So I'm not really interested in getting to either pitcher. I understand it is a 4-game slate, that you might want to get, the strikeout upside in Molly, but we do have some aces on the slate. So I think bats for both sides are very much in play. I'll highlight a couple, but I think I have interest in both sides here. For the Diamondbacks, second most home runs in the majors against right-handed pitching. So I think that is interesting. So they have they're going against Molly, who has been kind of walking guys here and there. If they can get to that bullpen, I just have a ton of interest here. So Rojas at 4.5K, Varsho 4.8 has some power upside at catcher, Peralta 3.9, Walker 4.1. Everyone's just kind of priced in that range. Ketel Marte is also in play. He's kind of priced higher, but I like the Diamondbacks here. And then on the other side with the Reds, Drury, I don't like the price tag still on him at 5.4K, but he has been hitting the ball very, very well. I think he's in play, probably would be my favorite Reds bat, but pricey. Votto 4.2K. I think he's just too cheap for what he's capable of. Stevenson at 4.4. If he is starting, he's been on fire recently. So yeah, due to the environment, the total, the over under, the wind, I think bats are in play. It's going to take me off pitching here. Next, we have the Cardinals taking on the Rays, 7 over under here, the opposite of the first game. Mikolas taking on McClanahan. Mikolas 7.2K, 18.9% strikeout rate there. So just not generating a ton of strikeouts. That is below average in the majors. 4.50 xFIP, not totally great. The control has been there, 5.4% walk rate there. So it is nice to see. Rays are kind of banged up, but always just still kind of pesky. As a batting order team, whatever. They're playing in Tampa. McClanahan on the other side, I think that's a very, very fair price tag on him, 8.7K, 36% strikeout rate there. So that is extremely high. The control has been there, 4.9% walk rate, 53% ground ball rate, which is great. Not a pitcher I want to attack by any means. 2.43 xFIP there. So just really, really in control, having a dominant season this year. So it's probably going to take me off the Cardinals bats. I get, trying to get some leverage there, but he's just been so good this season. Cardinals not really an easy team to pitch against. So that's something to note for McClanahan, but Goldschmidt at 5.7K, the price is high, but he has been mashing lefties with a 3.92 ISO this season, although it is a tough matchup, like I highlighted. On the other side, no one's really standing out to me. Choi at 3.9K is interesting. I think he carries some upside here. Mikolas has given up 4 home runs his last 3 starts. But the ballpark, it's tougher environment to hit there. The Rays are, battling injuries here, but yeah, I don't know. I think they're somewhat in play. I think I'm going to focus on the better hitting environments here. So maybe this game's a fade outside of McClanahan. We shall see. Next, we have the Dodgers taking on the White Sox. 8.5 over under here. Wins out to center, which is what I want to see. Dodgers are favorited here. Anderson taking on Cease. Anderson 8.1K, 24.2% strikeout rate here. Very, very low control, good control, 2.7% walk rate. 4.28 xFIP here, giving up a lot of fly balls here, near 45% fly ball rate. With the wins kind of carrying out, makes me a little interested in the White Sox. Efficient against left-handed batters, so I think the righties are in play. They have plenty of them. The White Sox do hit lefties fairly well, at least they did the last season. So Cease on the other side, 9.2K. I think the price tag's fair. It's just a really crappy environment for him against the Dodgers with the winds blowing out. 32.5% strikeout rate there. So the talent is there. The K upside is there for DFS. 12% walk rate. That stinks. So just overall tough matchup. He's been really struggling with his command, giving up more power to right-handed bats. So I think the Dodgers in any slate are always in play, regardless of matchup, whatever. They're 8th in home runs in right-handed pitching, 1st in walks in the majors against right-handed pitching. So a guy who's walking guys 12% of the time against a team who walks the most. We'll see what the lineup presents. But bets 6K, 277 ISO versus right-handed pitching this season. Turner 5'9". I think he's always in play, very consistent. Smith, I like him at catcher a lot if he is starting. Bellinger, I know he's a left-hander, but 248 ISO against righties this season. Nothing more than like a home run flyer there at 4K. I don't blame you for going there. They have other cheap pieces that have been struggling this year. Like, Muncy has been struggling. Turner also has been struggling at third base. So Chris Taylor is under 4K. Kind of interesting here. I don't think it's the best stack, but it's up there. I don't know. It's only 4 games. White Sox on the other side, I really do like, I think a little bit more. Abreu 4.6K. The prices are just right here. 306 ISO versus left-handed pitching. Pollock 3.4K. 324 ISO versus left-handed pitching. Robert's under 5K. Vaughn might be hitting second. He is 4K. Engel 2K minimum price. You can easily get to a 5-man stack here. Dodgers bullpen, maybe not the toughest, but White Sox, I think, are in play, maybe a little bit sneaky against a left-handed pitcher who his xFIP is a little bit higher than how he's been pitching this season. Last game here, we have the Phillies taking on the Brewers. 7.5 over under here. Brewers are favorited here at home. Eflin taking on Burns. Eflin 6.7K, 21.6% strikeout rate here, 4.8% walk rate. Control is nice. 422 xFIP. Struggling more to left-handed batters. On the other side, Burns 9.6K, 31% strikeout rate here. Excellent control, 3.32 xFIP here. One of the best pitchers maybe in baseball right now, and has been for a couple years, right? Or at least last season. Excellent versus lefties this season, which kind of takes away the left-handed bats in Schwarber and Harper power-wise. So I'm kind of off the Phillies here. I do like Burns here. I know he struggled last time out, but he has so much upside. Bats in play. Tellez 3.5K. I think it's a fair price. 259 ISO against right-handed pitching. Eflin struggling. Again, 2 left-handed batters here. Something to note for the Brewers, they are striking at a decent clip against right-handed pitchers. So Eflin, if you need some savings with a low over-under total, I don't blame you for going there. But that'll do it. My name is Tim. Make sure to hit that like button. Really helps me out a ton. Subscribe to the channel. And yeah, a little bit later on in the afternoon, after maybe 12-1-ish, once this slate starts, I'll have another video out for the afternoon slate. So that'll do it. Good luck. Peace out. Enjoy your morning. Go outside if it's not raining.